Hey everybody, this is my very first YouTube channel about my bunnies. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, my bunnies, and what really inspired me to start making YouTube channels. So what inspired me to start making YouTube channels was when I was younger, when I had my first rabbit, I started watching Budget Bunny videos, and I thought that they were really interesting, and she really knew what she was talking about her animals. And so I thought that was really, really cool and interesting. And then I started watching 101 Rabbit YouTube videos, and I learned a lot from her. And then I recently started watching the Binky Bunny Shed. So I find that, since I've been watching all those videos, it has really helped me improve the care that I have been giving for my rabbits. So yeah, that's sort of what really inspired me to start making YouTube channels. Oh, and check out Budget Bunny 101 Rabbits or the Binky Bunny Shed, because they are really, really great channels, and I've learned a lot. So go check out their YouTube channel. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about myself now. Well, there's not really a lot to talk about. Well, I have had a rabbit before, and she was a Rex. Her name was April. And I started off with a store-bought cage until I started watching the Budget Bunny videos and saw, that those cages are far too expensive and they're too small for your rabbit. So what I've built is this cage. It's kind of a replica of the Budget Bunny cages, but it's a lot smaller because it's made out of a dog crate, and we just place the cage inside. And so so we have the cage, and then also I thought that was still far too small, so my bunnies are now living in a X10 that goes all the way around their cage. And sorry for the mess on top of the cage. And so now I still think this is too small for the two bunnies, so we are going to be building another level on top of the dog crate, and it's going to be a ramp that goes down. And so then they'll have 3 levels and this whole entire X-Pen. So I think hopefully that'll be enough room for them. So yeah, and I've learned a lot from Budget Bunny and 101 Rabbits about their DIY toys. DIY homemade toys, and I thought they were really cool because I was kind of broke from buying all these expensive bunny toys from the pet store. So yeah, it's pretty much about myself. So now I will introduce you to my bunnies and their cage. So first of all, I'll start off with this bunny right here. This is Willow. I've had her for now a month now because I rescued her from a flea market, actually, where she was being auctioned off as for a meat rabbit. So when I saw that, I just love rabbits so much. It really upset me to see all the way they were treating those rabbits, so I couldn't help myself, and I had to get her because I felt really bad for her, and took a lot of begging for my mom to let me get her. And so actually she was $3, and the man asked if I wanted another one. He's like, "Oh, I'll give you another one for $5," and I'm like, "No, sorry, I have another bunny at home." So yes, this is Willow, and I'm not quite sure what breed she is, so I should find that out soon. And then over here, this is Ollie. He is a sandy-colored Holland Law. I've had him for about 7 months now. Yeah. I actually adopted him from a man who didn't have time for him anymore. And so, yeah, that's basically the bunny's story. and he's neutered, and Willow is spayed. So they actually bonded really well. Like, not a single fight broke out at all. So that was really good. I was really happy with that. So yeah, these are my bunnies, Ollie and Willow. Also, sorry if you hear any banging. We're having some work done on our house. Sorry about that. So I'll give you a tour of their cage now. So this is kind of like their playpen area. It's going to be bigger soon though. And so these are some ceramic tiles that I got from Home Depot as like a cooling thing for the bunnies to lay on, because Ollie gets really hot in the summertime. So they work very well. Also, if you pop them in the freezer for like 5 minutes, they come out really cold. So that's good. And then, so here is a little like hidey house. The bunnies don't really go in it because it like has only one entrance. But Willow just kind of sits on it to get to her hay rack. Excuse me. And so here's their litter box. I use in their litter box wood or horse stall pellets, which I got that idea from 101 Rabbits, because I tried the shredded paper from Budget Bunny. Excuse me, and it didn't really work. Cause like, well, I mean, it worked. It was nice and soft for them, but like, it really smelled like you could really notice the odor from the bunnies. But these wood pellets, like, they're like little pellets, and they actually absorb the smell. Excuse me again, I'm sorry. And they really work well. And I can get like a 40-pound bag from my local farmers marketplace for about $7, so that's a really good price. Sorry, I keep coughing, I'm kind of sick. And then here is their blanket that I have folded up, but Willow just like scrunches it into a big ball. And then here is another homemade toy, it's a water bottle with rice on it, with rice inside. So they can kind of jiggle it around and throw it around to make the noise. And then they have their stuffed frog, which they both really like to groom. And then this I actually got from the All About Pets show. It was one of those Peter Rabbit's grass bowl, I think it was called. So they've kind of demolished that. And then here is a Tunnel Haven from BinkyBunny.com. And then here is like a little homemade hidey house made out of storage cubes. And so it's basically I have a few layers of fleece on top, so it's nice and squishy for their feet. And then just like a little chew block. And then inside they have like a little, sorry for the bad lighting, a little rug that they've kind of destroyed. And then a hay mat with a willow twist and some like sort of little, I don't know what it is, like some sort of soft ball thing. And then this mat. And then that's her food, those are their food dishes. So yeah, that's their outside of the cage. And now we'll go inside the cage. So here is their little log ramp that they kind of use to hop up into their cage, and it's a tunnel too, so that's kind of cool. And then here is their salt and mineral lick, which they don't really use. I don't really think they need it, but whatever. And then here's just like another little hay rack that I picked up. It's kind of really small though. I don't really like it. And it came with a little another salt lick, little carrot-shaped salt lick. And then there's their water dish and their water bottle. And then back in the corner, they have their litter box and their hay rack, which needs to be filled up. Sorry, I keep coughing. And then their veggie bowl, their ramp to go upstairs, it's kind of dumb looking, a little homemade toy, which they really seem to shred. And then up here, I put a memory foam mat down because recently I got this idea from 101 Rabbits. And recently I found out that Willow has a little bit of sore hock. So This is nice and squishy, and it's about like almost an inch thick. And then back in the corner is just like a little bird toy that they like to throw around. And then here I got this idea from Budget Bunny. It's a little bed from a litter box. It's like a litter box, but then I put memory foam and blankets in there, so it's all nice and snuggly and warm. So yeah, this is my bunny's cage. Thanks for watching. Bye.